Hey, y'all, it's your girl Candy J. Listen, it's raining outside. It's been raining all day. So, I just decided to give y'all a little bit of tidbits of some information, right? So, I've been talking to some counseling clients this week, and what's consistently come up is the fact that small things often is a very relevant phrase. Okay, it's the small things. Love is a practice, it is an action. Um, Love is all in the details, guys. Do you pay attention to your significant other? I talk about love languages a lot and how to utilize them in the manner of which your partner wants to be loved, right? And so let's just think about small things often. If your person's love language is physical touch, right? Then it's not about sex because physical touch is usually not all about sex, right? It's 90% of kissing at the door or kissing on the forehead, that shoulder brush, that thigh rub while we're watching TV, that cuddling in the bed while watching TV or talking to one another, the light touch of your hand or the slap on your booty when you pass by while he or she is cooking. All of those different things are small things often for physical touch. If your person's is gift giving, a gift does not have to be a Maserati or a Lamborghini or those type of expensive things, right? It could be that he or she has a favorite candy, Starburst, Kisses, whatever it is. Bring that home to you. you know or if your person's is acts of service, just simply saying, hey, don't worry about taking out the groceries from the cart. I got them. I'll put them away. I'll bring them up the stairs. I'll bring them in the house, whatever it is. The I just went blank. Oh, words of affirmation. It could be as simple as, I appreciate you cooking for us today. I appreciate you for calling me on lunch break today and listening to me. I appreciate the effort of, putting out my clothes for me, or ironing my clothes, or making sure that the bath is run when I get home, or just rubbing my shoulders because, it's the words, right? Sometimes it's just words of support or encouragement. It just depends on what your person needs, right? And so it's just all about the small things. And here are three things that we definitely know, right? Couples need to stay curious about each other. Um, we all grow and change over time, so you're constantly the friendship needs to be flourishing and growing. And how can you do that, right? If you're not even really talking to that person, or you don't see that person, or you're not spending any time with that person. You have to cultivate your relationship with a person. And that means that knowing that maybe turquoise, purple, and pink were my favorite colors 5 years ago, but now it's now switched a little bit and it's, royal blue and black. I'm just throwing some things out there, right? Or, knowing my best friends' names were, Amber and Tamika 10 years ago. And now, because I've grown and things, seasons have changed, my new best friends are, Angie, Renisha. It's the small things, right? Those little details that we skip over. And to know what my coworker's name that I talk to all the time, and the one that causes issues and problems at work. If I come home talking about Johnny Bob has been always doing the same. Remember that story? Like, I'm gonna need you to remember that story, right? About who Johnny Bob is and the relevance, or do I need to catch you up? It's the small things, remembering the small things, right? Couples need to share fondness and admiration for each other. And again, that's going back to seeing and appreciating the good things that your partner does, finding and focus on the things that you admire about them. One of my friends, someone that's super close to me. She is amazing at setting firm boundaries. I admire that about her because when I was younger, I didn't know anything about boundaries. So it took me, a minute to learn what boundaries were. And now I'm teaching them to other people because what? I went to school for it and then I had the experiences of those things, right? Expressing these things out loud or with a touch, right? So appreciating your partner. Does your partner know that you love them and admire them? And sometimes we make those assumptions that, yeah, oh, they know I love them, but how do you show it to them? What do you say out of your mouth? What actions do you take? And do they know that that's the actions that are conveying love? Because if you're showing them love in the way that you want to receive love, it's not going to compute to them. Okay. Because I am not really big on receiving gifts, right? But one of my besties, that's her love language. And so, oh my goodness, I make a big deal about it because it is a big deal to her. But she's very thoughtful, right? And when I say this, gift giving is on the lowest of the totem pole for me. However, if you give me the right thing, it is a part of my love language. So, like, she knows giving me a journal or a pen or a pack of note cards is might be crazy to you, but I feel loved when you know those things about me, right? And this translates to romantic relationships as well. So, do they know how do you tell them that you admire them? Sometimes it's going to take the words out of your mouth because your actions are telling them, you think your actions are telling them one thing, but it's not. And you have to convey that information, right? And figure out how to tell them that you love them in the manner of which they want to be loved. Number three, do we turn towards each other or do we turn away from each other and make a response to the bids for connections? And that could be just calling out your name. Hey, boo, whatever your boo's name is. Ricky. Hey, Ricky. How you doing, Ricky? Or asking for deeper needs to be met. Sometimes it's about the things that I feel like I need or want or desire, right? That my partner may not be able to give me, or I'm sorry, may not know that I need, right? So, for instance, if you're a physical touch person and you want to always be hugged or kissed at the door, then that deeper thing needs to be conveyed. It needs to be you open your mouth and say something, right? Because even though you think they might know, right? They may not know, and they may not know why it's such a big deal to you. And you have to kind of explain those things out, right? So it's small things often that create that intimacy with one another. And intimacy is not sex. So, I've done multiple lives about that, and you can definitely go back and watch it. Anytime that I talk about intimacy is not sex, but by golly, if you give all of those things to that person, I guarantee you the intimacy is going to turn into making love to one another, right? So I just wanted to hit you up really quickly, guys. Practice giving love the way that your partner wants to receive it. Okay, and remember to like that post, ring that bell, so that you can get notifications on mental health tips, relationships, sex education, depression, anxiety, all of the different things that I talk about, and share this with someone that may need it. Guys. So, anyways, have a wonderful, wonderful evening, and I will be back tomorrow.